Welcome to a World of Warships Blitz battle, and today's battle I am taking out another tier 6 ship. This time it is a Japanese destroyer, the gunboat destroyer, the Hatsuharu. So the Hatsuharu is, well, the best way of viewing it is it's supposed to be a gunboat, but when you're up against the other tier 6 actual gunboats, such as the Gnevny or even the Farragut and well, anything except the Fubuki, to be fair. Its guns are sort of ordinary, but it still has the excellent Japanese torpedoes. The best way of describing it is a Fubuki with slightly better guns. So it has one less torpedo tube, so it has 2 torpedo tubes instead of the 3, and it has slightly better guns. So Fubuki guns, if you're using them in battle, are awfully slow to reload, awfully slow to turn. This has slightly better guns, and it pays the price for losing a torpedo tube, which isn't a bad price to pay. It also gets smoke. So here we go. Now, so what we're trying to do here is, well, we were hoping that we were up against the Fubuki on this side rather than the Gnevny, but, well, we can't really choose our opponent, so best thing to do is take on what we can. So we're smoking up here. His torpedoes are extremely short range, so I'm going to try and keep end on to him until I can understand where his torpedoes are going, which is about now. So, right, reverse, get the guns on him. And fortunately, because the battleship that was on this side seems to have disappeared, we have an Omaha. That's, the Julius Cesare has come to this side, which is fantastic. So hold on, let me just see if I got that right. The battleship is still here. The Giulio Cesare has come to my rescue, which is good, and we will issue a note of thanks when we can finally get our ship turned around. And that's probably the feature of this game, is the fact that we are essentially having to hold this flank by ourselves. We've got a little bit of support there down. I think the Omaha is that cruiser down a little bit further away. So here, what I try and do is I'm trying to work out which direction each ship's going. This is the Congo. At the time I didn't read that it was a bot, and he's turning in. But I only released 1 torpedo tube at him, and, well, unfortunately you can see them sailing by. I capture the zone. I'm trying to get a fire lit on him. I'm trying to work out what to do here. Now that Giulio Cesare isn't going to survive long if he's up against both of those, so I do have to get busy. And what I'm trying to do here is attract some, hopefully not main battery fire from the New York. His guns are facing the wrong direction. We're going to pop in as quick as we can. We get hammered pretty badly, but that's, I think, yeah, we're not getting anywhere near the sort of damage that we've been concerned about. He's taken, if I had 2 loads of torpedoes, that probably would have done him in, but as it is, the Congo's headed off into the distance, and further out the bot is less accurate, so that'll help the Giulio Cesare, and we'll just try and light some fires, which we've done. I should probably have launched some torpedoes about now, but the problem is launching with a chasing target. It's too easy for him to turn, and by the time they catch up with him, by the looks of it, he would be gone anyway. So the New York is heading off. Giulio Cesare is using the remnants of our smoke. We're trying to get a fire lit. The Congo gets a fire lit on us, which is no fun. And the Giulio Cesare, with his high power, his high powered main guns, knocks down the New York. This is the Congo. It's a bot which varies between highly inaccurate and extremely accurate. We put our torpedoes on widespread simply because the bots seem to actually be very good at dodging or changing the laws of physics. For narrow spread torpedoes, widespread torpedoes gives a better chance of hitting him. And we just keep the pressure up, see if we get a fire lit, which we don't. Try and get a fire lit again, which we don't. He hits me pretty hard, and I think that's the Giulio Cesare. Well, it is all about teamwork, isn't it? And we have, do we have some support coming in? So, right, he's going to recapture that, or the A-cap has sort of recaptured itself, as it were. The Giulio Cesare is there. He's coming back on steam. He's pretty manoeuvrable, actually, for a battleship. And, yeah. So the two of us are reforming up into our team. I think we've lost a cruiser, but that's okay. He was a target, and you know, even if he tanked some damage, even if it took him out, so I won't complain too much. And this is a fairly good place to be. On the other side of the game, so we're well ahead on points because of the capture zones that we've held, and also the number of ships, but more particularly the capture zones. Holding extra 3-to-1 capture zone is a fantastic advantage. Actually 4-to-1. So, and we're starting to knock over the enemy ships, which means that we've got this game pretty much in the bag. So with the Hatsuharu, I would recommend, and I do play it sort of as a stealth destroyer with gun benefits, if that makes sense. I certainly am not afraid to use the guns, but I'll try and use them at range, and I'll try and light fires. Those torpedo tubes, 2 torpedo tubes. Well, the Mutsuki has 2 torpedo tubes at tier 5. It'll take forever to reload, so it's possible to play a ship. You know, it doesn't feel like a lot of fun, but this has essentially, I suppose, it's considered an upgraded Mutsuki. So the tier 5 Japanese torpedo boat, which has 2 torpedo tubes. Here we go. This is the main event for some extra points, which is the well, carrier does a lot of damage, but it's a single quick takedown, and that ends the match. Putting the Hatsuharu in the lead. I think that's probably due to the number of capture zones. I think there were 3 capture zones, so I only took down 1 ship. Of course, having a full salvo, double salvo of torpedo hits the last second of the game obviously puts a whole lot of damage in there. 3 capture zone, 2 enemy ships. That's right, because we took out that. Yeah. And you can see spend most of the times on the guns, and you know they do a fair bit of damage. So 31,000 torpedo damage, 24,000 main battery damage. Yeah, so it's a little bit more balanced. So there you go, the Hatsuharu Tier 6 Japanese gunboat destroyer. Hope you enjoyed watching that. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.